Hello, Khoi. Hi, good evening. Hello. Yeah, so there you have it. Hello, good evening, Khoi.
Evening, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Hmm, not very good.
Why?
I have more than 2 weeks for my exam, my final exam, to go to
Oh,
high school.
okay. But do not be stressed, okay? You
Yes,
just have to do your best, okay? Do your best. I know you can do that. Okay? Okay, now let's move on to our lesson, Khoi. So we're going to have our new lesson today. Okay. And but of course, before we're going to move on to our new lesson today, which is under the unit 7, of course, I have to ask you some questions first. Okay, do you understand now what are countable nouns and uncountable nouns?
absolute.
Are you sure? Okay,
True.
can you give me an examples of those who are countable nouns and those who are accountable nouns?
Uncountable now. Apples, banana,
Okay.
okay, tree,
Yes. What about uncountable nouns?
milk, water, rice,
Yeah. So
fish,
what's
restaurant.
the yeah, those are uncountable nouns. What's the difference between countable and uncountable nouns? What do you think are the differences?
First countable now. That's we can count how many it of it. And
Okay.
about uncountable now that we can count because it's very small and we can identify.
Yes. Okay. So that's good. So that is how you're going to answer. If that would come out on your test, on your entrance exam, so you can be able to differentiate countable from uncountable nouns. So you just have to remember that. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so let's move on to our Unit 7. So under Unit 7, I hope you can be able to see, Koi, the presentation.
I see.
Okay, very good. So under Unit 7, of course, we have the following, we're going to discuss about the following topics, okay? Listening, and then of course vocabulary, because the vocabulary can help you improve your skills in English. Okay, so therefore it's very important to have the vocabulary. And then right after that, we have the grammar. So we are focusing on the subjects and object pronouns. Okay, but I know this one is just very, very simple. So I know you can do this one. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to have speaking. Again, listening and speaking, all of these actually are very important, especially you, right? So therefore, we should have to focus much more on this. Okay, Koi?
Okay,
Okay, now let's move on now to the listening part. Okay, now before we're going to listen to the audio, I have here an activity. So this one is an activity 1. So what you're going to do is you have to read the sentences, then we are going to complete the sentences with the underlined words in here. So look at this one. I know this one is very small, so I have to wait for a while. It's too much. Okay, I hope you can see this one, Koi.
I see.
Number 1, yeah. Can you read this?
Tom likes modern literature.
Yes. So the underlined word in here is
Modern.
modern. Okay. The second picture.
Dorsey love to local at architectures.
Okay. So the underlined word is
Architecture.
yes, architecture. Okay. The next one.
Jem doesn't like crowded streets. There are too many people.
Yes, so the underlined word was,
Crowded.
yes, it's crowded. What about the next picture?
Kate likes to read on the weekend. It's very relaxing.
Okay, so Keith. Okay, so what's the underlined word in that picture?
Relaxing.
Relaxing. Okay, next picture.
There's great hiking park in the woods near my house.
Yes, so there is a great hiking path in the woods near my house. So the underlined word is
Park.
path. Okay, next.
Son he likes to be in nature. She loves trees and flowers.
Yes, so Sunhee likes to be in nature. She loves trees and flowers. Then the next picture, second to the last picture is,
Do you want to go on exhibition?
yes, do you want to go on exhibition?
Exhibition.
Okay.
Exhibition.
And then the last one,
In the summer, we sometimes eat outdoors.
okay, in the summer, we sometimes
Eat
eat
outdoors.
outdoors. Okay. The underlined word in the second to the last picture was
Uh,
exhibition. Can you say it, Khoi? Exhibition.
exhibition.
And then outdoors.
Outdoors.
Okay. Now, we have here sentences that there are blanks in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to supply the word the blank in there with the following words here that we've used. Okay? Number one, what do you think would be the correct word?
I like to read a book in the evening. It's relaxing.
Yes, so I like to read a book in the evening. It's relaxing. Okay, very good. The second one, Koi?
I don't like modern cars. I like older cars.
Yeah, so I don't like modern cars. I like older cars. Now, if I may ask you, Koi, would you like also modern cars or would you like an older cars? What do you think? On your own point of view.
Um,
You as Koi, okay? Do you like modern cars rather than the older cars? Because in this sentence, it says here, I don't like modern cars. I like older cars. For me, I like the modern cars. What
older,
about you?
modern car and older cars.
Yeah. So what do you think? Of course, there are differences when it comes to modern cars, right?
Yeah.
And older cars. Older cars are not so good, are not so cute. Okay. Sometimes they're bigger compared to the modern cars now, right?
Right.
Modern cars now are cute in style, are cool compared to the older ones, right? Now, if may I ask you, what do you think on your own point of view? Do you like modern cars or do you like older cars?
Well, I think I like modern car.
Oh, same with me. Okay. I don't like older cars because they're old. Okay. They're old. So that is not the fad today. Okay.
Oh,
Because they're older car. But look at this sentence. According to this one, I don't like modern cars. I like older cars. But of course, it has, we have different opinions, right? So we just have to respect that. Number three, Koi.
this exhibition really great. I love to visit museums.
Yeah, so there are a lot of people here. No, number three rather.
Oh, number three thing.
Yeah.
There are lots of people here. It's really crowded.
Yes. So when we say a lot of people, that means crowded. Okay.
Okay.
So next, number four.
This exhibition really great. I love to visit museums.
Yeah. So this exhibition really great. I love to visit museums. Can you say it, Koi?
Museums.
Yeah, museum.
Museum.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
C.
Next, number five, Koi.
I love to spend time in nature. I like to look at the trees, the grass, and the animals.
This one is wrong. Maybe this one is like, okay? It has
Like,
K in it. Yeah, so I like to look at the trees, the grass, and the animals, right? Okay, so I love to spend time in
nature.
nature
Alright.
because when we say nature, it has a trees in it, it has
Yes.
a grass in it,
The
it has an animals in it. So that's nature. Okay, number six, Koy.
I like the I like the architectures. I like the architecture in Dubai. It has
Yes.
tall buildings.
Yes, so it's architecture, okay? When we say architecture again, it's tall buildings, okay? One of the examples of architecture would be a tall buildings, or we can say architectures, those malls made up of very modern architecture, okay?
Okay.
Next, number seven, Koi.
Let's work on my favorite part in the past. It goes around the lake.
Let's walk on my favorite
Park.
park, and in the
Yes.
park
Oh,
it goes around the lake.
yes, it is right.
Path, is it path? Are you're telling me it's path?
Yes, yes, right.
Okay, not a park. Okay, because
Uh,
I heard it's park. Oh, okay, I'm sorry for that. So let's walk on my favorite path in the park.
oh, it's
Okay, can you say path?
park,
Path.
park.
Yeah, path. Okay. So let's walk on my favorite path in the park.
In the park.
Yeah, it
Right.
goes around the lake.
Yes, a modest.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So wow. Okay. You did great, huh? You answered them all. Okay. So it was very easy for you to do this. Okay. But you should have to remember when you say modern, it's the new version of it, right? It's modern. Okay, not old. So the opposite of modern is
Oh,
old. Yes. And then when I say architecture, it looks
architect.
like this. It looks like a tall buildings, a tall malls. So that's also architecture. Then when we say crowded, such as this one, it has a lot of
Love peoples.
people in it. And then when we say
And
relaxing, that makes your day satisfied. You're satisfied with the ambience that you have. You are satisfied with what you are reading. That makes relaxing.
oh,
Okay? And then when you say path, that means it's a way. Okay? It's a
me.
way for you to go through in that particular place. So that is a path. Then when we say nature, it has a trees in it. It has many things, okay, in that particular nature. Okay, we can see a lot of trees, we can see also waters in there or rivers, we can see a lot of flowers, gardens, so on and so forth. So that's nature. What about exhibition, Koi? What do you think is that?
Exhibitions. A gallery.
Yes, exhibit. Okay, from the word exhibit. So it has a lot of exhibit in it. Okay, so
Okay.
you can see a lot of pictures in it, a lot of artwork in it. So that's exhibition. And then when we say outdoors, of course, from the word out and doors. So it's a compound noun. When you combine them, out plus doors, that becomes outdoors. Okay, that's a compound noun. But if you combine them, that's only one in meaning. Okay, so outdoor. So when you say outdoor, it's of course outside, not indoor. Okay, so that's outdoor. So you have to remember this one because maybe this one is part of the vocabulary. Ko. Okay. Okay, do you understand this one? Do you have any questions so far with this?
Of course.
None. Okay, of course none. Okay, now it's time for us to listen. So I'm going to play the audio. So I want you to listen very carefully because we're going to tell about the Ibirapura part. Okay? Okay, ready, Koi?
Already.
Okay, let's start now.
Unit 4. Listening.
Can you hear it?
Activity
Yes,
A.
I hear.
Today, I'm in Ibirapuera Park in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It's a very large park and it has something for everyone. For example, there are hiking paths, sports fields, and beautiful gardens. But there are also museums and other important buildings. Let's speak with some people in the park. Hi there. What's your name?
I'm Isabel.
Hi, Isabel. Why do you come to this park?
I come here because it's so much fun.
What exactly makes it fun?
Well, for me, it's fun because I learn a lot here. For example, I love learning about history. I go to the Museum of Modern History every week, and I like to look at the beautiful structures all around the park.
Yes, there is a lot of architecture in the park. Why else do you come to the park?
Mm, my friends and I come here because we love eating. There are food stalls in the park. They're great because they're delicious and they're outdoors.
Thanks, Isabel. Let's talk to someone else. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. How do you like the park?
I really like it a lot. I always have a lot of fun here.
Why is it fun for you?
Well, let me think. I like to be active. There is a lot to do here. I play soccer with my friends. Sometimes my friends and I ride our bikes around the park. We also like to go hiking on the paths.
That sounds like fun. What's another reason?
Uh, well, because I love to be in nature. I like to look at the trees and gardens. It's beautiful here and very relaxing. It's very crowded in the city, but it's nice and quiet in the park.
Yes, it is beautiful. Thanks, Carlos. So it sounds like Ibirapuera Park is a great place for everyone. You can come here to enjoy food, architecture, sports, or just to have fun with friends.
Okay, there you have it.
Yeah.
Now,
Unit
I
4.
sorry. Okay. Okay, now, we're going to answer this one now. Is it architecture mentioned in that particular conversation?
Yes.
Yes, okay. In the Ibirapura Park, it has architecture.
Sure.
Do they have a beach in there?
No.
They mention no, okay. What about food stalls?
Yes.
Yes. What about garden?
Also.
Yes. What about hiking paths?
Yes, I hear.
Yes, it was mentioned by Carlos, right? What about the lake?
No.
No, we don't have a lake in there. What
Yeah.
about the library?
Mm, neither too.
Huh?
And I don't think it's had a library.
Yeah, no, because it's a park. It's not a library, right? So it's very, very what do you want? It's very rare maybe if a certain park has a library.
Mhm.
That's I don't know, okay? I wasn't able to see a park that has a library in it, okay? What about museums?
Yes, I hear mention
Yes, okay. Actually, the park has a lot of museums. What about roads in the park?
roads.
It was mentioned.
Yes, yes, it's for mention.
Yes. What about a shopping mall in the park?
It wasn't.
Oh, yeah, because there is no shopping mall in the park. What
Yeah.
about the sports fields?
Yes, I hear Carlos says
Yes,
he was like,
obviously we can just like what the interviewer asked. Okay, it's good for you to do sports, right? So
yes,
therefore, it has a sports fields. And then what about the swimming pools?
yes,
It has a swimming pool. Yeah, actually, a park can have a swimming pool. Okay, so that words are or that those words can be found in Ibirapura Park. Okay? Or we can also say we can see all of this in the park, even not in the Ibirapura Park. Okay? We can also see them in other parks.
mm,
Okay?
okay.
Okay. So I hope you do understood it now. Of course, it's very easy. Again, when you say architecture, what does it mean again?
The tall building, the buildings.
Yes, buildings, malls, tall houses, those are architecture. What about food stalls?
The store for eating.
Yeah, so maybe a small place that it has a lot of foods in it, a street food, right? So it's food stalls. What about a garden? Of course, a garden has flowers in it. Okay, hiking paths, we already discussed that one. And then, of course, a lake.
Laughing, like
Yeah. Yeah, a lake may it's a water, okay? It's a part of water wherein it has a small amount of water maybe. So it's a lake, okay? Of course, the library, we know that. Museums, we all know that also. Roads, of course, we do have a lot of roads. Shopping mall, we do have a lot of shopping malls. Sports fields, it could be soccer, it could be volleyball, it could also be basketball, it could be so on and so forth. Okay? And of course, we know already what's a swimming pools. Okay, so that's it. Do you have questions with this, Koi?
no question.
Very good. So let's try to move on to our next activity. Where is it? Okay, this one now. So let's try to listen again one more time, Koi, okay? So that we can be able to tell reasons. Okay, let's try to listen it again.
Unit 4. Listening. Activity A.
Today, I'm in Ibirapuera Park in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
So,
It's a very large park, and it has something for everyone. For example, there are hiking paths, sports fields, and beautiful gardens. But there are also museums and other important buildings. Let's speak with some people in the park. Hi there. What's your name?
I'm Isabel.
Hi, Isabel. Why do you come to this park?
I come here because it's so much fun.
What exactly makes it fun?
Well, for me, it's fun because I learn a lot here. For example, I love learning about history. I go to the Museum of Modern History every week, and I like to look at the beautiful structures all around the park.
Yes, there is a lot of architecture in the park. Why else do you come to the park?
Mm, my friends and I come here because we love eating. There are food stalls in the park. They're great because they're delicious and they're outdoors.
Thanks, Isabel. Let's talk to someone else. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. How do you like the park?
I really like it a lot. I always have a lot of fun here.
Why is it fun for you?
Well, let me think. I like to be active. There is a lot to do here. I play soccer with my friends. Sometimes my friends and I ride our bikes around the park. We also like to go hiking on the paths.
That sounds like fun. What's another reason?
Uh, well, because I love to be in nature. I like to look at the trees and gardens. It's beautiful here and very relaxing. It's very crowded in the city, but it's nice and quiet in the park.
Yes, it is beautiful. Thanks, Carlos. So it sounds like Ibirapuera Park is a great place for everyone. You can come here to enjoy food, architecture, sports, or just to have fun with friends.
Okay. Now, of course, we can be able to answer them now. What's the reason? So we just have to add a little bit, maybe with Isabel. Okay, what's the reason why Isabel goes to the park? Okay, and she said she thinks it's fun. Then aside from that, what do you think?
Besides that reason, she loves to looking at the beautiful structure, architectures,
Yes,
and
beautiful structure.
also she and her friend love to eating and
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So it's fun because she can also learn a lot in there.
Oh yes.
Okay, learning what history. She loves to learn history, right? In the museum. Okay, and she likes the beautiful structure, and of course she loves to eat. That's why together with her friends, she goes to they go to the park in order for them to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, and because they have a lot of food stalls in there. Okay, wow, that's very good. Okay, so that's the reason why Isabel comes to the park. What about Carlos?
Carlos, I think five reasons.
Mm-hmm. What
Yes,
are
I
those?
hear some things. First, I hear that he wanted to be in nature.
Yes, that's one.
Second, he wants to be an artist. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
want to go hiking on the park.
Yes, that's the three.
Mm, and he's and his friend want play soccer.
Yes, wants to play soccer, and then
One more reason. That means let me think it away.
yeah. Okay,
Um,
but of course you mentioned those are all correct. Okay? Those are all correct because that it was mentioned in the conversation. Okay? Okay, and then there's another one.
yes, another one, but I don't remember. Please.
Okay. Yeah, can I give my idea now?
What?
Can I give my idea about this one?
I.
Yes, is it okay if I'm going to give my ideas also?
Oh yes. Then.
Okay. So based on what I heard in that particular conversation, that Carlos love a lot of or Carlos goes to or comes to the park because he loves to do fun here. Okay? And then aside from that, he's very active person, right? Because he can play. He wanted to play soccer most of the time, and they could also ride a bike together with
With
his
his friend.
friends. Okay, because it has a biking path in there, right? It has a biking path in there, and he loves nature very much because according to him, nature is nice and quiet. Okay? So those are the reasons why these two people come to the park, Isabel and Carlos. Okay? Now, what about in your place, Koi? Can you tell me, are you also going to the park? Do you go to park also? Do you have a park in there in your place?
Of course, yes.
Wow.
But yes, but it wasn't open. It's regulating. It
Uh-huh.
doesn't open. It doesn't always open, and
Oh.
just a very small children Just a very children can go to the park and like me from the person I like me they don't want to go to the park or they want to go to some more interesting places.
But not usually in the park
Yes, but
because it's just only limited. It has only limited days maybe that's open.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. Because maybe of the pandemic, that's why they
yes.
closes down, right?
One more thing that the park in my church can gather with crowded people on the special occasion.
Yeah. Mm.
Is, uh, do you know festival Lunar Year?
Come again?
What do we call the festival that started at the beginning of the year? Just no, Lunar New Year. That's correct.
Ah, yeah,
Lunar.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
Lunar.
yes,
Okay. Yeah. So it has a lot of people in that particular park. If that
it's
if you are
uh,
celebrating that one,
what do what?
if you are celebrating the lunar,
Yes, celebrated at the lunar on another special.
so
Of,
it has a lot of people in the park.
oh, I
Very
think
crowded already.
yes, very time
Yeah.
when
Because of that. Okay. So, but can you describe to me how it looks like your park in there? Because I am going to describe also our park here. So can you describe to me your parks? Just like this one, okay? They describe the park why they love to go to the park. So they describe the park, right? So can you also describe to me your park there in Vietnam? Oh, let me do this first, okay? Then
okay.
after me, you. Okay, here in the Philippines, actually, we do have also a lot of parks in here. Okay, the most memorable park that I went to was we called that one as Rizal Park. Okay, so that the name of that park is Rizal Park. And then usually, just like you that you have said a while ago, it has a lot of people in there going every day. Okay, and even nights. Yeah, because it's open 24 hours a day. Yeah, even night it's open. So no limitation. So you can go to that park and you can sit down on the grass. Okay, you can see a lot of nature in there. So it's beautiful. It has a lot of trees. It has also a lake. Okay, it has also a children's playground in there. It has also a what is this one? A little what is this? We call this as it's a game where you can gold it has a ball, a little ball, then you can do like that.
Okay.
It's a what do you call that one? I forgot the name of that.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm going to think of it. Okay, now it's your turn, Khoi. What about in your place? Can you describe your park?
Okay, the last one I will mention. Okay, I forgot. My turtle had to park, and the last one I will mention that's were driving. I mean the a park for the children, but I forgot the second one. That we call the public park. But it's quite small and but also very beautiful.
Oh,
Oh, for the lights of the trees and also has the what do we call the flower vases.
oh, okay.
Vases and if we enter into the park, the feeling we sense is the feeling we sense that we are in the nature
Yeah, okay.
tree. And
Yeah.
yes, but the size of the park in my town quite small, and it can
Oh,
compare with other parks.
okay. Okay, but of course it has also similarities here in the Philippines. So we do have also, when we say park, it's the main description of a park is a nature, right? Because you
Yes.
mentioned a while ago, it's nature. So therefore, in the Philippines and in your country, we have the same main what is one description for a park, which is nature. Right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. So maybe Vietnam and Philippines would have similarities in it. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have questions with this?
No question.
Okay, very good. So let's try to move on to our activity number 4. Okay, so let's try to read the questions and circle. Of course, we cannot do this the circling, but of course we have to say maybe the letter of the correct answer or the correct answer. Okay?
Okay.
Now, number 1, can you read number 1, Koi?
What does Isabel like to look at in the park?
Yes.
The beautiful structures.
Yes, she was mentioned in the conversation about the beautiful structures. That's why she loves to go
To
to
look at.
the park. Okay? Number 2, Koi.
Why does Isabel like the food stores?
Yes.
Because they are delicious and they are outdoors.
Yeah, okay. So it was mentioned there that food stalls there are delicious, okay, or not the food, not the stalls, but the food in there are delicious and they are outdoors, okay? That's good, nice. Number 3, Koi.
What's the Carlos not to the park?
Yeah, what does Carlos not do in the park?
Go swimming in the lake.
Yeah, yeah. Go swimming in the lake because it's not proper if you're going to swim in the lake in the park because a lot of people were going to look at you because that's not a swimming pool. Okay? So
Understand?
yeah, number 4.
What's the Carlos like to look at?
Yes.
He like to look at the tree and the gardens.
Yes, so the trees and the gardens. Very good. Okay? Now you know the ideas of a park, right?
Right.
So we were able to have the ideas, we were able to exchange ideas, park in the Philippines and park in Vietnam. That's why we come up with an idea that parks in Vietnam and parks in the Philippines has similarities in it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Questions, Koy, before moving on?
No question.
No question. Very good. Now, let's have the vocabulary now. Okay? So
Okay.
we have the so-called do, play, and go. Okay? So these are collocations with do, play, and go. So what are we going to do or how are we going to do or when are we going to put do or play or go in a particular sentence?
Question.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
can you explain to me, Koi, when do we use do? When do we use play? When do we use go? Just like in this particular example, they
Sam,
do gymnastics on Saturdays.
she plays basketball at her school.
Yes.
He goes skiing in the mountains.
Yes. So what do you think would be the differences between the three?
It has another verb.
Okay. Aside from that,
Aside from trust.
of
And
course,
it has different subjects.
okay, of course it's different subject, right? So of course that's the real thing. It's different subject, okay? But what do you think would be the differences between the three? Okay, this is it. So
To
we have to use the do or do if we are doing the action, right?
Right.
Yeah. Of course, play, you're also doing the action. But usually when we say play, it's all about a game. It's all about play. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? You do the action also. Same with do, same with go. But they have different or differences. Okay? In
Okay.
do, usually this is what you can do. Okay? Doing your hands maybe, just like do aerobic. So you're moving your body. Okay?
Okay.
Do crosswords. You are using your mind. You are using your, in doing
Right.
crosswords, you're using your hands because you're writing it, right? Do gymnastics. Of course, you are moving also your stretching, okay? Your body. Do judo, okay? Judo karate, okay? Or do nothing,
Nothing.
okay? So that's the do. Then when we say play again, again in general, we can say it's a game.
Like
So you're doing a
basketball,
game like basketball,
scrabble,
scrabble,
soccer,
soccer,
tennis. Play well video games.
video games. Okay. We cannot say do
But
basketball, right? We cannot say I do basketball.
oh
It's
yeah.
wrong. We cannot say I go basketball,
Oh,
right?
right.
But instead of go, we have to play basketball. So that's the right verb you're going to use. It's play. Okay, next. Moving on to go. So
Oh,
again, when you say go, you're using your feet. Okay? You're
okay.
using your body. Like go hiking. Okay? Go jogging. Go shopping. Go skiing and go
Swimming.
swimming. Okay? We do not say do hiking. Okay? Although if we are going to listen to it, oh, you can say maybe it's correct, but of course the use of that is not correct. Okay? So
Okay.
we cannot say do hiking, do jogging, do shopping, do skiing, do swimming. If we try to listen in that in them, you can say, wow, it's correct. But actually, under the rule, okay, under the rule of English, we do not use that one, okay,
Yes.
because it's wrong. So it should be go.
Yeah.
Okay?
English. Okay.
Do you understand it now?
Yeah.
Or is it
Correct.
clear?
Very
Did
clearly.
yeah, did I explain it to you
Yes.
clearly?
Understand.
Yes. Okay, very good. Because we're not going to move on to the next slides, not unless you understood this one. Okay, so let's move on now. Why is it you're so very fast? Why is it you're so very fast, huh, in doing the lesson? Because you do understood it already, okay? So no problem with it, okay? Okay, so let's move on to activity number 5, Khoi. So we have to complete the conversation with play,
To
do,
go.
or okay. Number 1,
Sorrow. Emerald. I'm bored. I'm bored. Let's do something. So
yes.
let's go shopping.
So
Anna,
sure,
let's
let's go shop.
shop.
Very good. Of course, again, when we are shopping, we are doing the we're walking. Okay, we're using our butt. We're using our feet in going to shopping. That's why we have to say go shop. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
I don't like shopping. Let's play video games.
Yes, that's
No,
correct. So according to Sarah, I don't like shopping.
let's
Let's
play
play
video
video games.
games.
That's correct. Next.
No, I'm not good at video game. Do you want to go hiking.
Yes, that's correct. So do you want to go hiking? Miss
Okay,
M said. Next.
okay, that's great idea.
Okay.
Nice. I want to know world. What do you do for exercise? I
Okay.
do judo. I have a class twice a week.
Yeah.
Do you still do gymnastics? No, it
Mhm.
was too difficult.
Okay.
Do you want to go swimming with me? No,
Mm-hmm.
thanks. I have training.
Okay.
Do you play a sport? Yes, I play soccer.
Mm.
Hey, do you want to go skiing this weekend? Sure, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Perfect. So meaning you do understood how to use the play, the do, and the go. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you're so fast, Koi. We're near to the end.
Yes.
Okay, next, activity number 6. So answer the questions, include the verbs do,
But
play, or go in every sentence. Then ask and answer questions with a partner. Okay? Let's say, for example, I will do the A and you will do the B. Okay?
okay.
Okay. What do you like to do on weekends, Koi?
I like to read book and play badminton.
Wow, okay. I like to read books and play badminton. That was a great sentence, okay? Number 2. What do you like to do at night, Koi?
I like at night.
Yes.
What do I do at night?
Yes.
Ah, I
Maybe you have
like
to.
I like to do homework.
Yes, okay. I like to do homework. And aside from doing your homework, what else?
Beside that,
After doing your homework, I like to do my homework and
and go sleeping.
yes, and go to sleep. That's nice. Okay, next. What do you like to do for fun, Koi?
I like to play video games and go hiking.
Yes, okay. Very good. What do you hate to do, Koi?
I hate what do I hate.
I
I
really
hate,
hate.
hate to solve the math problem. A hard,
Ah,
super hard math problem.
really?
Yes, super hard.
Okay. You know what? Okay, I'm going to tell you because I'm also a psychologist because I am a graduate of psychology and I do have knowledge when it comes to psychology, of course, human behavior. Okay. So you know what? If you're good in math, you're not good in English. If you're good in English, you're not good in math. That's the reality based on study. Okay, so you should have to, yeah, you should have to accept the fact that you're good in English, therefore too, you're not really good in math.
Really?
Yes, okay, so that was based on study. We studied the reason why.
Why?
Yeah. Why? Because if you love languages, okay, if you love languages such as this one, you don't love to solve.
Oh
So that's the
yes.
reason. Yeah. You don't like to solve and you don't like to do problems. Okay? But you can be able to solve problems when it comes to sentences. Right? So that's good. Me too, boy. That's why I took up psychology because I wanted to study human behavior. Yes, and I took up also education. Okay, I also finished my education in elementary and secondary. That's why I can teach also. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
But I still but I still have a friend math progress in both English and math.
Oh, really?
Yes,
So, what do you think? Why is it you don't like to solve problems maybe, or to count math? What do you think would be the reasons?
the,
Why you don't love them? Why do you don't like them?
mm, I think I in the park. Yes, in the past I really like to solve math problem when I not good at English so much.
Oh,
Yes, that's when I see grades. First in grade 8.
mm,
Well, I am interested in learning English, and so I don't spend much
like
time on
now.
in math.
With the math, yeah. Okay, so that's the reason, right? Because you
Yes,
do love English now, therefore you don't like solving math now. That's the reality, okay? But
oh,
if I were you, this is just only a sort of advice. You have to love them both, okay? You have to love them both, okay?
okay.
Yeah, because math is also important in our daily activities because
Yeah.
we're counting money, therefore, right? So we're solving problems, so we need also math. Okay, so love them also, love math also. Okay. Okay, so wow, this very good, huh? Very good conversation. Next. Okay, I want you to familiarize with this places and words in here. Can you read this one, Koi?
Castle,
Okay, castle,
castle, palace,
palace,
palace, statue,
statue. That's correct.
square,
Okay,
cathedral,
cathedral.
cathedral,
Yeah,
church, right? Church,
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 church, temple, mosque,
mosque.
mosque.
Yeah, mosque
Oh,
is a church of the Muslims.
oh yeah.
Okay, so that's mosque. Next,
Market, bridge, park, museum.
that's correct. Okay, so I want you to familiarize this one because on our next activity, we are going to use them. Okay, next, complete the sentences again. Example, my sister got married in our little church.
I think Buddhists use the temple.
Okay, yes. Actually, when you say Buddhist, it's a temple. Okay, their church is what we call a temple. Okay, number two.
The bridge is the best place to see the river.
Yeah, so it's the bridge. The bridge is the best place to see the river. Number three.
The market is the cheapest place to buy food.
Yes, so the market is the cheapest place to buy food. That's correct. Number four, Koi.
You can learn about the history of the town in a local museum.
Okay, yes, you can learn about the history because it was mentioned in the conversation with Isabel and Carlos, right? So you can learn about the history of the town in the local museum. Okay, that's correct. Number five.
You can see the children playing in the park from my hotel window.
Yes. Let's say, for example, if you are in the hotel, okay, and then you can see the view of the park. So you can say, you can see children playing in the park from my hotel window.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a
Number
question.
sure.
Why we use children playing? Why it doesn't have to be verb in front of playing?
Okay. Why is it that?
Why don't we have to be verb before playing, between children and playing?
Like for example,
You can see children eat playing.
you
Why not?
can see children
He is playing.
is playing in the park from my hotel
Window.
window.
Yes. Why don't we use to be verb?
Yeah, because we use the ing form of the verb here. This one is a gerund, right? Right?
Just I think is present continuous tense.
Yeah, present continuous tense of the verb here because we use playing, right? Again, it's also an ing form of the verb.
Ice
Okay. So therefore, because if we are going to say you can see children is playing, children is
playing.
no, children are.
Oh yes, children are.
Yes, not
Yeah,
children is playing because children are
uncountable
plural.
nouns.
So you can also say like that. Okay. But it's also correct when we say children playing in the park from my hotel view. Or we can also say you can see children, but you use you here. Maybe you can modify your sentence. We can say, I can see, no, children are playing in the park from my hotel view. That's why you can also use are there. But if you have to say, you can see children, we do not use the be verbs there.
Okay.
Okay, just modify maybe we can say children are playing in the park from my hotel view without using you can see. Okay, but if we use you can see, we do not put the be verbs in there. Okay, Koi? Okay. Okay, next. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Next, number 6, Koi.
There is a mosque in Nelson Mandela in the man.
Yes, so there is a mosque, Nelson Mandela, in the main. Okay, so it's a mosque. Next, number 7.
The statue and square are both open to visitors from 10 until
Yeah.
5.
Is
No,
it the statue?
not it. The castle.
Yeah. The castle, is it the castle? Castle cannot be open because castle are place where the king and the queen live. So it would not be open for visitors. It's just only for people who are maybe working in the government. So that's why they can come in that particular place. But look at this one. What about park? And what about museum? Are they open for the public?
Yeah, for public, but
Yes.
we
So
have
we
you
can, yeah. So we can say that
park
the
and museum
park and museums are both
open to
open to visitors from
from 10.
10 until 5. Okay, because parks, of course, it's open. Okay, museums are open too. Okay, next, number 8, Koi.
The square is nice. Nicer, no?
Nice to
Uh,
sit and watch people. So the square is
Nice
nice.
is nice square.
Okay, it's nice. Square. Okay. Yeah, so that's correct. Although we can say it's redundant, but of course, this one, the word square here is, what do you think? Why is it we use square here? So the square is a nice square to sit and watch people.
Something wrong here.
Huh? Actually, it's redundant when we say like that, right? The square is a nice square to sit and watch people. Or maybe the square in here that we are talking is an area, right? We have
Yeah.
different areas, right? We have a square, we have a triangle, we have a circle. So those are areas of okay, in math, right? In math. So therefore, the square is a nice square like this one. Why we say or we said why is it it's said to be square? Because it's square. That's why it's said to be square because this place it looks
Is
like a
red.
square,
Okay.
right?
Perhaps.
Square is a perfect what? Perfect. Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
square.
square has a perfect sides. Okay, it has both. The both sides in there are the length and the wide are the same. Okay, so you
Yes.
say this one is 10, the other side would be 10, and then the other side would be 10, 10. Okay,
Hmm.
so it's the perfect sides. Okay,
Yes.
that's
It's
square.
square.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, now I do hope that you understood this one already, Khoi.
yes. Already.
Very good. Okay, now let's move on to our grammar. Okay. Oh, why is it we're so fast? Why is it we're done this one already? But of course, I know you can be able to answer them. Okay. Now, let's move on to our grammar. So our grammar focuses on the subjects and objects pronoun. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so when we say subjects and objects can be
Be now.
nouns. Okay? Subjects can be noun, objects can also be noun. But the differences of them are or would be, can you read this one, Koi?
Just come before verb in statements.
Yes. So under the subject pronoun, it come before the verbs in the sentences. Like for example, I have a
Grace.
great
Cold.
soccer coach. Now, what's the subject pronoun in here?
Subject pronoun. Cold. No.
I.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it's I. So the subject pronoun is here is I. Therefore, we can say it come before verbs in
Verb
the sentence.
in
What's
the
the verb in this particular sentence?
have.
Okay, it's have. So I come first, followed by have.
Yeah.
So it must be the subject pronoun first, and then after that would be the verb. Okay. While in the object pronoun,
Object pronoun.
yes,
Is
so in the object pronouns come,
come after verb or preposition
okay,
like
right?
as and on.
Yes. So it come after prepositions like at, in, and on. In this particular sentence, it come after the verb or it comes after the verb, right?
Okay.
He helps me. So where is the object pronoun? It's me. Okay?
Oh,
And the verb is help. So it
have
comes after.
verb.
Okay? The verb helps. Okay, so the following sentences are all the same. So the subject in this particular sentence would be koi. In the second sentence, what's the subject?
You
Yeah, and followed by,
are
yes, number, this one.
suggest he follow goes.
Yes,
She and follow is.
okay.
I follow like.
Yes, okay. In
It,
the object pronoun,
I follow want.
yes.
Um,
Okay, so I, no. In the object pronoun, it should be at
yes.
the, yeah.
Objects come after a preposition with.
Okay, with. Okay, next. I sometimes,
Him a pronoun come after verb see.
okay. So
And
what is the pronoun in there?
him
It's him. Very good. And it comes after
verb
the
see.
verb see. Okay, and then like this.
Her pronoun come after preposition with.
Yes, and then
is pronouns come after verb like.
Yes. Okay. Now, next meeting, we're going to continue this one. Okay. We're not yet done, but we're going to focus much more on the subjects and objects pronouns. Okay. Do you
Oh,
have questions, Koi?
no question.
Very good. So have a nice day or have a good evening. Okay. Have a wonderful evening today. We'll
Yeah.
see you again next meeting. Bye, Koi.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. God bless.
Well, let's to see you on next meeting.